Off the Wall by Michael Jackson here on Tailgate 98.5. It's Monday night, it's 9:04, so it's time for Eclectic Fandom Extreme. I have the lovely Miss Lynda with me. Hi Lynda, how you doing?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm good, and tonight we have the Ghostbusters. They're in the buildings. I have Oni with me. Hi Oni, how you doing?
Doing great, how about yourself?
I'm great. Now, tell me real quick about the Ghostbusters chapter here in Colorado Springs.
Well, I run the Colorado Springs division of the E.R.T Ghostbusters. Our division is called CTA. What we shorten that as is Colorado Technical Advancement.
Okay, all right. And so during the course of the evening, I'm sure you're going to be telling us everything you do, why you do it, who you do it, and what you do it with.
Correct.
Okay, that sounds good. Hey, tailgaters, I hope you're ready to have some fun tonight. If you have any questions for the Ghostbuster, definitely give us a call at 597-9898. That was some Merle Haggard here on Tailgate 98.5, and I am with Miss Lynda and Oni? Oni from the Ghostbusters. All right, then. How you doing this evening, Oni?
Doing pretty well.
Good. Okay, then. So how long has your chapter been in existence?
Well, the Colorado Springs division, we've only been together for about 3 years.
All right, then. And what do I have to do to be a member of Ghostbusters?
Basically, fill out an application and come help out at the events.
Really? Okay, then now, who makes the costumes?
And how does a girl look in a costume? Seriously.
Well, it depends on how it fits her.
I'm just saying.
Well, it also depends on what type she gets, too.
Oh, okay.
But for the costumes, basically, I mean, it's simple. You can pick it up, basically, the fly suits you can pick up at any U.S. surplus or online.
But I want to look like Egon.
Egon?
Egon, yeah.
Egon.
Yeah.
Well, basically, those were flight suits as well. Those were the khaki flight suits.
Oh, okay.
But they also had a tube that ran from on the leg to back behind their butt.
I want a Slimer outfit.
You want a Slimer outfit? You want to slime somebody, huh?
Do you guys have a Slimer?
Not yet. Well, actually, we've got a little pop vinyl Slimer.
Okay. I bet I could get B to be a Slimer.
Our main branch out in Utah they made a big Slimer on a stand.
A Slimer on a stand. Okay. So let me ask you this now. How do you feel with the 30th anniversary of Ghostbusters just kicking off last week? How do you feel about that?
Oh, I love it. I mean, I'm only basically about a month older than what the release was.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm still kind of young on it, but I've grown up with the movie and I love it. But I mean, for us, it's just joyous because we keep getting more people, more fans into the genre. And we just love every little bit of it.
Did you guys watch the movies yesterday? Both of them?
I was able to catch into one yesterday because that was about all the time I had before I needed to get some rest.
Oh, now let me ask you this. Were you disappointed that, I guess it was the main deterrent from making Ghostbusters 3 was Bill Murray? Are you upset about that? Were you upset about that? Were you disappointed?
Well, thing is Murray, the Hurricane, it's just...
The Hurricane. I never heard him call that before.
Me
No?
neither.
Yeah, the Hurricane.
No. Aykroyd calls him that all the time.
Well, they're boys,
Well, that's an
so,
Aykroyd.
yeah, exactly.
Well, it's because he's a storm. He doesn't let you... A lot of times he doesn't let you know on something until, last minute.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true.
Like just Lynda. Okay, I got you. Right then. So, with the new movies getting ready to come out, are you excited about that? What do you hear anything about them other than they're supposed to be? Well, this is what I heard. I heard there's supposed to be two of them: one an all-girl cast, one an all-guy cast. All right. Then, what have you heard?
It's the same as well. But thing is, the all-girl cast is already being in production. It's going to be next year.
Oh.
It's going to be 4 females. One of them being Melissa McCarthy, who personally I don't find funny at all. But
really, you never watched Mike and Molly?
I do. I can't stand her.
Really?
No.
Oh wow. Well, I guess not everybody liked Lucille Ball, so I guess it's possible.
But I mean, otherwise,
I can't stand her. Wow.
I don't find her funny.
Okay, well.
So watch the all-guy cast then.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Yeah, but a lot of those girls are coming from the movie was it Bridezilla? Not Bridezilla, but
Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids. There we go.
Yeah, 2 of them are coming from Bridesmaids. It's
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig.
Right.
And then the other 2 are coming from SNL. So
Yeah.
they're they're going to be big on the improv comedy.
Right. So
That's pretty
I
good.
don't know. I'm excited
That might
about
be
it. Are
funny.
you excited? So even though you don't like Melissa, are you still going to go see it?
Oh yeah.
Are you at first night?
Of course.
Of course, okay then. All right, tailgaters, we're going to go right back to the Ghostbusters after this Eve 6. This is Tailgate 98.5. Tailgate 98.5. You're listening to Eclectic Fandom Extreme. Folks, if you have a question for myself, for Lynda, or for Oni, the Ghostbuster, you only need to call us at 597-9898. We'll answer all your questions, or at least the best we can. Am I right?
Correct.
Okay,
That's
then,
right.
so with all the spooky things going on here in Colorado, because we have the the haunted place over here,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and we got the what was the haunted building right here in Colorado
The
Springs?
Gold's Gulch.
Yeah, Gold's Gulch. I mean,
Yeah.
are we doing any actual ghost busting as of late?
Well, we don't go on any actual
That's
investigations
too bad.
because we are a costuming and prop group.
Okay,
so we don't
You
go
can at least
out.
Now you're the leader of the chapter, is that correct?
Correct.
Alrighty then. How did you get that title?
Well, actually, I was the first one in the Colorado Springs to decide on putting together for the Ghostbusters, and I contacted the head of the group, and we worked out everything. So I am
The branch
head.
leader.
Yeah, I am the branch leader of the group.
Okay then, and where's Echo 1?
Ecto One, I don't have one. I don't have actual car built up yet.
Ah, come on.
Yet.
Yet. Okay, so it's in the process somewhere.
Yes,
We'll work
I'm
on it.
working on getting the vehicle and everything.
Okay
So.
then. Now with Harold Ramis's untimely death, right? How does that affect the Ghostbusters franchise, or just the Ghostbusters in general?
Well, it was such a loss to the fandom. It was,
I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
but no one can truly replace him, and it's just that Aykroyd, he's doing the best he can with what he can in there, and which is great because he's really trying to get things really kicked off the ground. But
For what? What is he trying to do?
Well, he's working with Reitman, and he's working on getting the male Ghostbuster movie going, but it's still in limbo on that.
Okay, well, why did he put all his trouble into the first one that they're doing for next year? Or is it too late for him to get involved?
Oh, that was too late, but he's still hoping that he can get in on the movie as a cameo in somewhere.
Okay, then now, do they still get to use the symbols and all that other good stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like, because you remember they had a Ghostbusters cartoon, right? But
Yeah.
that was like totally different than what the movie was. And then they came out with a real, I guess they called them the real Ghostbusters.
Correct.
And then they had another Ghostbusters cartoon that was like, oh, okay, I know these guys.
It was the Extreme Ghostbusters after the real Ghostbusters, because the real Ghostbusters featured on the main cast still, but it was completely different voice actors for them. But the Extreme Ghostbusters picked up years later after the real Ghostbusters ended, and it's a whole new team, but Egon and Janine are still there along with Slimer.
Ah,
Oh,
nice.
sorry.
You got
Okay.
the gatekeeper.
Did I got the gatekeeper? That's right. All right, you have any questions there, Miss Leonard?
Well, I do have one because he's called ERT. Did we cover this earlier? The ERT? What is
No,
the
we
ERT? You said you're like an ERT Ghostbusters. What's that?
Yeah. Well, ERT stands for Experimental Research Team.
So
And-
where did that come from? Why are you called ERT then? Why not just
Well-
Ghostbusters Colorado Springs?
Well, like I said, we're our main branch is out in Utah, so
Okay.
we have different branches all around, spread out.
Oh.
But we believe in updated technology since the movies.
Oh.
So that's why some of our equipment looks different.
Okay.
Oh, okay, because you
I know that.
updated the technology. I like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
So your trap
I
is
like
different?
that. All right there, tailgaters. Before we get out of here, if you have any more questions, please call us at 597-9898. Remember, you got to keep it clean there, all right? We'll be right back. This Tailgate 98.5. Parliament here on Tailgate 98.5. All righty then. Now, real quick before we get up out of here. All right, Oni, we had a question from a great listener, and he wanted to know, how do you make your proton packs?
No. What are your proton packs made of? I think was the question.
Yes, there we go.
Well, they're made of different variable materials. We use for our bases. We do use the military Alice frames, so they're
What
nice.
is that?
Well, the Alice frame is what the military had been using for many years to put their
Their rucks on.
packs on,
Oh, okay,
their
okay,
rucksacks
got it.
on.
Yes.
So we got all the equipment mounted onto that.
Okay.
But what we use is different materials like different types of wood like pine, MDF. We use some metal like aluminum, depending on what part we're manufacturing.
What's the wood for?
Wood, it's a real good sturdy piece, and sometimes depending on what part you're using it on, it's pretty lightweight.
So you're literally making it from scratch?
About.
Okay.
But
Because I've
there
seen
are-
like on Amazon, you can buy kits and you can put these.
Yeah,
in.
there are ones out there that you can do that you can buy resin kits from, and it's the shell, and you can get the motherboard and then mount it on there and
You
put
don't do
all the
that?
lights through, which is actually what I'm gonna do with my next pack.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much for showing up this evening. I really do appreciate it. All right. Do you have any upcoming events or any shout outs you want to make?
Like to say hi to my guys out in different branches all across the U.S. All members out across the U.S. Thank you for tuning in, and catch you online later.
All right. And now, Miss Lynda, you have any shout outs or anything you want to say?
Tonight I will shout out to the Galaxy Fan Club.
All
You guys
right.
rock it.
Okay. And what do we got going on next week?
Next week is a surprise.
Surprise.
It's a surprise. You guys don't want to miss this one. It's gonna be a good show.
You're not even going to tell me?
I'm not even gonna tell you.
What?
Oh
Jeez.
my!
It's not my baby's mama,
No,
is it?
not like
Oh, we
that.
hope not.
Not
We
like that.
hope not, right?
Not
All
like
right.
that.
All right, tailgaters, thank you very much for joining us. It's your main man, Big Mike. See you tomorrow.